Welcome to the ABINGERS podcast, where we assemble weekly to binge the MCU and all things nerd, old and new. You can find us on Facebook, Instagram, X, Threads, TikTok at ABINGERS podcast. That is one word, ladies and gentlemen, ABINGERS podcast. Give us a like, a comment, and let us know what you think of the show. If you want to see our faces and see how we all look like Cyclops right now, youtube.com/the ABINGERS. We have beautiful faces, and you should come see them. That sounds weird too. But either way, youtube.com/the ABINGERS. Hope to see you there. Give us a like and comment and let us know what you think of the visual show. But I'm just one of your hosts, Brandon. I can't do it alone. Emmy, how you doing?
Why do you always come to me first? I don't have anything to say.
Man.
Because he knows I have even less to say. You've been at this for
Sorry,
years.
guys.
Cheers. I feel tepid.
You feel what?
Tepid. That's a word, I'm sure.
I'm sure it's a word. I'm sure it is. Keith, how you doing, man?
I feel bombastic.
Bombastic?
That's a better word.
That's a good job, guys. Guys, we're reviewing What If Season 2, Episode 4. If you have not watched that one, please do not listen any further. My wife, when she read it, she thought it was What If Iron Man crashed into the grandma? But it is What If Iron Man crashed into the Grandmaster? So she thought it was going to be like what if, grandma got ran over by a reindeer? She thought it was going to, Marvel was going to tell some weird story about that. No, it's the Grandmaster. So yeah, if you have not watched that show, do not listen here. We'll be here when you're ready. So go take some time, come back when you've seen the grandma episode, and we'll be here. All right. So I went first last time. I am going to throw it to Keith. Start us out. What did you think of What If Iron Man crashed
About grandma.
What if Iron Man crashed into a grandma?
So far, because we've now seen 4 episodes.
We have now seen 4 episodes.
We can
all say it. Yeah, we're here.
Woo! That is now canon for all 3 of us.
Yeah.
3 of us?
3 of us. 4.
Oh, we should release them out of order. That would be wild.
Shut the fuck up, Emmy.
On.
Shut the fuck up. No, ma'am.
What are we, Tarantino style? Okay, so this
fucking
one,
George Lucas, episode 4, 5, and 6, and then we release episode 1 and 2 and 3. Like, just fuck with people, and then 7, 8, 9. Oh, this fucking sucks. Anyway, sorry. Go on.
To me, this episode comes just slightly under the what if Peter Quill attacked, or what is it? What if Peter Quill shot at, or what if he farted
attacked
on
the Earth's mightiest heroes?
Yes.
Right. Okay. So
Something
what
like
if the 80s Avengers were assembled? Is what that episode
Yes,
should be
that's
called.
what it should be called.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Over a child. That's what it needs to be. What if the 80s Avengers fought a child? Yeah, sorry.
Some fucking kid that joins us later and he's got a chinchilla or whatever. Maybe I'm mixing the episodes up now.
I think you are. I think you are.
This one is slightly below that, but not by much. I really enjoyed this episode. I love Mad Max. I know that was the big inspiration for this. I love not only Jeff Goldblum. He's an icon for me. I have loved him ever since the very risque musical movie
Jurassic
Earth
Park.
Girls Are Easy. If you've ever heard of that. You ever heard of that fucking movie? It's ridiculous.
No,
Gina
I've never
Davis,
heard of
Jim
that.
Carrey, David Wayans, Jeff Goldblum. Stupid movie. But Jeff Goldblum's awesome. He's so funny in this. And again, much like Sam Rockwell, it feels like an actor who was brought in and said that we're told you could do whatever you want. Robin Williams style in Aladdin. Like, that's what it feels like, because he just hits it every time. His lines are so good. And the guy doing Tony Stark. Yeah. Oh my God. Is that the cup you picked?
That was amazing.
Yeah, that was the cup.
Wow.
And it's a different cup than the other 3 episodes that we've done.
Because it's just different nights.
Well, I would
that we're
hope so. It's a
reviewing this.
different night. It's a totally different.
Who drinks from the
different
same
night,
cup
different cup.
2 different nights? That's
No one
fucking
Yeah, I'm not
stupid.
disgusting.
Very silly.
I can't wait to fill
Very
up my
silly. No one would
dishwasher.
ever make that oversight. Yeah.
Man, this guy has been drinking the same can for 4 nights, and he really likes
we just know you like that flavor.
Kickstart. Cool. It's wonderful. Yeah. Anyway, energy drink to keep me
I'm
alive.
sorry.
Yeah. Sorry.
The guy who does the voice for Tony Stark is named Mick Wingert.
He is so good.
Pronounced that way.
He is
so much better. He's
good.
been doing it since 2017 apparently in the Avengers Assemble series, but he's gotten much better. And I feel like it breaks my heart to think that he read some stuff online saying he didn't do that good a job in first season, and now he's gotten better. But it does feel like he got better. So I don't know what the fuck it was, but man, is he good! And it feels very much like an earned and lovable Tony moment without ruining the thing we have in the MCU. I don't ever want to see Tony Stark in the MCU unless it's a flashback after this.
Yeah.
So seeing it in What If and hearing someone do a really good job, it was really nice. I liked this episode a lot. It was a blast. The action, top notch.
So I will say that this episode, this is where I think the voice acting can help and hurt. I thought Mick did such a phenomenal job as Tony Stark, and I thought Cynthia McWilliams sounds nothing like Gamora to me, and so it just kind of pulled me out of it a little bit. So where these two characters are obviously kind of forming this bond and this, hey, you have a choice, you don't have to be this person. It still takes me out when I hear that. Like Mick, I was in. Like, that's Tony Stark, which is the ultimate compliment. RDJ has such a distinctive voice and such a distinctive way of delivering those lines as Tony Stark. And so for Mick to just come in and just kind of go with it, I loved it. Cynthia McWilliams, and it's not a dig. It's just, to me, does not sound like Zoe at all. Just it really kind of throws me for a loop here. So I don't know. I hate to say that, but just
I don't want to interrupt your thoughts of the episode overall, but I think what it feels like is that, Tony Stark is such an important voice to get right, and Zoe Saldana's Gamora character, anybody could just play her. It feels like a dig that they didn't need to do, and it could have been someone trying a little bit harder to sound exactly like Gamora, the same way that this guy seems to be doing.
And I love Gamora. I love Gamora. I've said it countless times. In Infinity War, she's one of my favorite parts in that entire movie. She's probably number one for me in the entire Infinity War movie. Her and Josh Brolin are that movie to me. And so I need someone that's going to match that, or you're going to take me out of it. But obviously, all the actors returning for the rest of it, Jeff Goldblum particularly, it's funny, the very beginning, it was like, he felt like he was warming up, but it was so quick. It felt like 10 seconds in it, he just found Jeff Goldblum and he went in and, as the Grandmaster. I don't know how to describe it, because when he first started talking, I was like, what? Or maybe it took me. Maybe it was just jarring for me to hear him. But then he went, and it was a magical thing. I was like, okay, I'm there. He's there. All right, this is great. What?
That wasn't Jeff Goldblum?
It is Jeff Goldblum.
No, it was.
He's
just saying that, like, maybe the first couple seconds was maybe him not getting the character
for
yet,
some reason. And I mean it like seconds. Okay. Like the first couple seconds he's talking, I was like, well, this is Jeff Goldblum. Okay. And then I was like, there he is. Like, it felt like he just kind of locked in real quick after the first few seconds of talking. Okay. I enjoyed it. I really, really enjoyed it. I'm a big fan of Mad Max. We actually own Fury Road on Blu-ray, one of the best fucking movies in the world. My wife is obsessed with Mad Max. Shout out to my beautiful wife Renee. She is obsessed with it, and it's
like Fury Road or way back. Like, she likes the
Fury Road. She like,
so good.
We saw that in theaters, and that just like, what the fuck is this? Like, it's such an art piece as well. It is just such a collection of just badassery and art and just like, it's like heavy metal in
practical effects.
Oh, it's so good. It's so good. It's so good. If you've not seen Mad Max Fury Road, you're missing out. Like, I was actually like, oh shit. Anyway, to have that, especially in the MCU, and the way he turned the car into an armor, fucking Transformers vibes for me. I immediately got happy about that. I was like, more than meets the eye. I just totally lost my shit for that. Maybe no one else saw that. It was great. It was great. Tessa Thompson returns. I really, really enjoyed that. We also saw Josh Brolin return just a little bit as well. Just a little bit. Though. Yeah, but yeah, and I love that it's Josh Brolin. Cool. I love that it's Josh Brolin, because to me, that's Thanos, 100%. And overall fun episode, a little bit jarring because it's like, wait, what? Tony's racing for the planet, and it just took 2 seconds for you to agree, and then you're gonna put your whole life, like, once again, pacing. It seems like just incredibly fast. It's so hard for me when the MCU tells like stories over a period of time when they're just like, hey, I'll race you for the chance to take over this planet, and everyone's like, yeah, fuck yeah, Tony Stark, and they're like, wait, what? It threw me for a loop how quick that went, but at the same time, to deliver a fun, quick 30-minute story, it makes sense in the overall thing. So I liked it. I thought it was good. It was a pretty good episode. Emmy, poker face all day. What'd you think?
Yep. All right. So before I watched this episode, I had an epiphany. And I was like, here is what I don't like about it. Because I feel like I've watched, at this point, I had watched 12 episodes, right, of What If. And I was a big proponent of like, yeah, they're just doing fun shit. And like, what if and all this crazy stuff happened?
Yeah.
And I can't defend it anymore. I can't.
Man.
Here's my issue.
Yeah.
Like the buffoonery.
If
You can't defend it.
I can't. I want What If to be what's in my brain. I want it to be like an AI program where I can plug in what I want to see. Any deviation from that is, I hate it.
I mean,
I want to be able to say
2 words.
What?
Unrealistic expectations.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Just want to make sure that's clear. Okay.
Cool. I just need them to make an AI generator.
Yeah.
So I can play what I want. So like I could do like, what if in Iron Man 2, Tony Stark falls in love with a girl in Tennessee named Emmy? What if?
And there it is. Marvel Studios, we finally found her out. We have been doing this podcast for almost 4 years now, and we figured out Emmy just wants a fanfic of her and Tony Stark.
I just need to be the main character.
Bump and fuzz, man. That's all she wants. It's not okay.
What if Moon Knight really is daddy?
Yeah.
Well, I just have to ask, so you're saying that What If season 2 so far, the first 4 episodes, has turned you into the harshest critic known to mankind. And now we've got a real stakes on our hand because the rest of the season, we've got a 2-parter here in a way.
Yeah.
And I'm very curious to see what the hell is going to happen in the last 5 for you to turn things around. Maybe you just say never again. What if season 3 go 2 turtle doves right for you?
Right. Yeah. No, and it's not like it's not that I'm having a bad time. It's just that every once in a while there is an episode that's just an absolute dud, and it just like takes me out of it for a second. And I'm not saying that this episode took me out of it, because God knows, I mean, Iron Man is OG daddy. And anything with him in it, I'm down.
Shocked.
But do you think that
I'm down for?
But I think, to your point though, because you have such like Iron Man, he's a very polarizing figure in the MCU, and what he's done is very monumental. And for him to just be racing around a track with Grandmaster, do you feel, I'm going to ask the question, do you feel it's almost beneath the character a little bit?
Yeah, like it was, like he's wasted on this role.
Yeah, like you're not making anything consequential that I feel this was worth Tony's time being in.
I think that's probably a bit of a, a little bit of it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Tony Stark should be on Earth solving time travel, not here doing space NASCAR.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he calls that out. Like he minimizes the threat and the risk of everything by calling that out. But to me, it's a very hard thing to put ourselves in the shoes of, is following Tony back when it was Tony after the events of Iron Man 1, 2, and Avengers. That's it. So that Tony is the one that we're dealing with now. So he has no knowledge of Thanos. He doesn't know what the hell's going on with that. He just knows that he's now in a Mad Max death race kind of scenario, and he has to find his allies where he can. A little bit of growth from his character when he goes from very menacing and vengeful with Gamora when he first meets her, going like, oh, he's responsible for New York. I lost a friend. Do you know what it's like seeing your home world destroyed? Do you know what it's like seeing it on the brink of and then all these things go, us as very informed audience go off in our heads like, yes, she does know that. She knows exactly what that's like. This is a great thing to point out to her. And then he hears himself being a bit of a monster and he stops himself. So it's like trying. I get what you're saying with it being kind of beneath him, but it's also a Tony that we haven't seen for a while because his threats got grander and grander in such a fast pace. So it's weird going back a step and seeing like what of a lesser, because this is the first time Tony's ever been to space. So that's weird. Because that was weird when we first saw it in Infinity War. He'd never gone beyond his own world. So it's a lot to pack into a 30-minute episode. I understand that.
Well said, both of you.
Yeah. I liked this episode. I liked this episode because I like Iron Man.
Yeah.
And because I like the Grandmaster and I identify with
Grandmaster and the melting stick. Did you guys catch the...
I am Grandmaster.
I have to ask, did you guys catch the mid-credit scene? Or the credit scene? There was actually a post-credit scene in this.
Yes, I did. Yes, I did.
There was one. I haven't seen
it. Yes, I did.
Okay.
And on the last episode, there was one with Darcy singing
I did see that one.
I did not see that one. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Okay. And it's funny because when I saw this one, the episode 4, because let's just say we watched 4 episodes, like I was like, oh shit, I probably missed one of the first 3 too. Yeah. So, but like, I love it. Check it out. I won't ruin it for you, but there is a mid-credit scene that is worth watching, and it's Jeff Goldblum.
There's some hoes in this house. There's some hoes in this house. There's some what? I'm sorry.
Emmy?
I'm not ruining anything.
It's a family podcast. Fuck.
Oh, I'm sorry. There's some.
Anyway,
you're not wearing your hoe hat.
Oh, damn it!
She thought she was.
I put it away.
That was last night. She puts it away.
That was last night. She puts it away nightly in its little case, its little hoe box.
Yeah.
She does have
because it is Gucci.
It is Gucci.
Velvet lined. Yeah.
But that mid-credit scene is worth watching. I'll just say it's Jeff Goldblum at his finest. It is really good. So
can I say, for the parts of the episode I did see,
Jeff
Goldblum at his finest was the first big race. Him saying, wait, not yet, wait. And then you're sitting there going, God, come on. And then he goes, get out of here, you crazy kids. So funny.
And there's and then he's like, yeah, go. And I'm like, I'm still annoyed. The way you said go pissed me off because there's going to be that, oh my gosh. It's like,
get out of here, you crazy kids is the most Jeff Goldblum line to this date.
It's literally like,
I love that his best stuff is still happening now.
Yeah.
That's so great for an actor this time. It's at his age, like, holy shit. I love that he's still coming out with these lines that no one else would deliver.
It gives me Guy Fieri grocery game vibes. Oh, Emmy and I are in sync. It was definitely.
I wrote it down right here.
Yes. Oh, that's amazing. Yeah.
I wrote it down.
I'm telling
you. That was a note, like, while y'all were talking.
Steal a Guy Fieri bit?
Yeah, I just felt it when I was watching it.
Have you seen Guy's Grocery Games, Keith?
Oh, Keith, you haven't lived.
I just know that the Impractical Jokers are all fans of Guy Fieri.
You're
a very nice guy.
You're in your 30s, right?
I've been known to be in my 30s. Yes.
So you should have watched it by now. Like it's actually a card that we get when you turn 30 here.
Yeah,
it's
when you turn 30, you have to watch
Guy Fieri Grocery Games at least once.
Grocery Games. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
I'll try to talk my 28-year-old wife into it.
And I feel like, oh no, well, she can't watch it.
She can't.
She won't. She won't understand what's going on. Well, she won't get what the language.
Well, when you turn it on, it'll just be a black screen for her. You'll see it.
I'll process it. She'll be
it's a second puberty. When you turn 30, you get to watch all Guy Fieri content.
And you turn the TV on, please. Yeah.
Yeah, but she's gonna be like, why the fuck are you just staring at a black screen? And you're gonna be like, it's Guy Fieri's Grocery Games, and she's gonna be like, fuck. She's just gonna get a countdown for 2 years basically on the TV. So it's cool.
We'll watch it again. That's nice.
Is the same.
Huh?
Impractical Jokers. That's also a show that I feel like
you're in your 30s.
Yeah, no, I get that joke to my core, and she watches it and she goes, "This is too awkward." She's like, I am in pain for the people that don't know they're on TV.
Oh
and I was
God,
like, I get that. I get it, but I don't agree.
I fucking love that show so much.
I grew up on candid camera and shit like that, so like it just goes right with my psyche from that time in that period. So, Amy, I took one of your notes. I don't want to take any more of them. What else you got?
Well, no, that was a note like while you guys were talking about that.
Oh, nice. That was an impromptu note.
It was an impromptu note.
Wow.
Talking about chin decorations in this episode.
Yes, chin decorations.
You know, I like having a new word for them because I have called them unfortunates for a very long time.
Yes.
But I'm gonna start calling them chin decorations.
That's really good, Amy. I appreciate that.
Yeah, well, it doesn't make it better. I'm still making fun.
It's all good.
I'll call it an unfortunate chin decoration.
Are beards okay?
Oh, yeah, no, those are fine. No, you guys are fine.
Okay.
Those are not unfortunates. There have just been some unfortunates out there in the world. I'll send y'all a picture later.
Well,
I'll send you my Movember TikTok next tomorrow, and you'll understand unfortunate real quick.
That'll be good.
Okay.
That'll be good.
Time works differently here. Did y'all hear Jeff
I did
Goldblum
hear that.
say that?
I did hear that, and I was like, Amy's gonna give me shit for it. Can't fucking wait. It's gonna be great.
I'm not giving you shit. I'm just saying.
But the thing I said back then, it is in the MCU now, so fuck right off, Emmy. I was right the whole fucking time.
He was quoting
here.
I hate the way you mock me about it. Fuck off. I'm right.
He was quoting Grandmaster the whole time.
Thank you.
Because for Brandon, time works differently.
So
what if I told you guys? What if I told you guys I'm a time traveler and I knew it was going to be said?
I think I would say that's bullshit.
Well, Amy,
what if I told you guys that I've seen episode 5 of What If season 2?
Shut the fuck up.
What?
Keith. Shut the fuck up.
No. How?
It's not even out yet.
It's not even out.
God of freaking stories, man. Yeah.
The way you stood reminded me of Ed from that show.
Yeah.
Like you're just so boxed.
Yeah.
Oh, if you're not watching the YouTube version, you're missing out. I'm sorry.
I haven't seen the 5th episode because first of all, it's not out.
It's
and
not
also I got behind because I don't like this.
Oh man. Well, we do
I liked episode 3. Episode 3 was okay.
Yeah.
The rest of it just give me an AI generator.
Just make a fanfic of Amy, and Tony.
Yeah.
And
Tony,
Moon Knight.
And Moon Knight.
And Mr. Knight. Mr. Knight.
Oh, Mr. Knight for sure.
The sleeves rolled up.
All of the knights can be there. Moon Knight, Mr. Knight, Jake.
From State Farm?
From State Farm.
I didn't know that. I didn't know you had a thing for Jake. That's cool.
Isn't that his name? Isn't that not his name?
Oh, it is.
It is.
It is.
Just also, unfortunately, the State Farm.
Jake from State Farm.
I thought that's what you meant. I'm sorry, Amy.
The next cat that I get is going to be Jake from State Farm.
Full name. And the short name would be State Farm.
Jake from State Farm.
I love it. I love it. It makes all the sense in the world.
The long name is In the Khakis.
Oh gosh. Khakis.
Oh, okay. We got to get you to bed, man.
I'm
sorry. When you talked about Iron Man, when he does the car, the armor turns into the car.
Yeah.
I got Iron Man 2 vibes, but that might just be a me thing.
I think it was you.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. There's no part in Iron Man 2 where he turns into a car.
No,
well,
he doesn't turn hot rod fan. But he has a
and
he
the
has
Grand Prix.
It goes back
Monaco.
to Iron Man 1. He's got all the cool.
That's
old
very
cars.
true. That is very true.
Hot Rod Red.
He does the Grand Prix, and
yes,
he had to program his armor in order to make it into a car.
That makes sense. That makes sense.
Iron Man 2.
Yep.
Yeah.
Makes perfect sense.
You're welcome.
Yeah, I concede.
Grandmaster saying that we used to throw rotten food, but given the recent famines leaving our people, how would you put it? Starving, peckish, a bit peckish. they're throwing chinchillas now.
Hey,
was the most unbelievable part of the episode.
I was not ready for chinchillas to be thrown, but they were so adorable. I was willing to accept it. I was like, okay, this is good. This
I was willing to reject it because they were so adorable.
Oh, you went the opposite route.
Thankfully, they were animated.
Choosing violence today, Keith.
Yeah. Well, can I get even violenter?
Yes.
This is not a thought that I think I should have.
Get violenter.
If the people are starving, why are you not eating the chinchillas?
Oh, Emmy, no. That's a bad
We
Emmy.
seem to have an unlimited amount of chinchillas. In a lot of places, the chinchillas are used for chicken nuggets, so why not just do that?
Would they be called chinchilla
chinchilla
nuggets?
Chinchilla yes, they're called that. Chia nuggets.
Well, no, because you should never eat a chinchilla because they're
why?
Don't do it. Stop doing it.
Did you see their cute little faces? No, Emmy.
No,
we're done.
Obviously not. Obviously not. But if people are starving, you know what?
No,
fuck
no,
people. Chinchillas are cuter.
They dry bathe. They bathe in sand. They're filthy animals. Don't do it.
That's true.
I have now said all the things I know about chinchillas.
Any more chinchilla facts, you can check us out at chinchillafacts.com / Keith. And we'll be, yeah.
Oh, no.
I had a friend in college who had a chinchilla and it was very soft. There, now all of our chinchilla facts are out.
That felt like a story, not a fact. It just felt like, my buddy had a chinchilla, it was soft.
Yep.
I forgot what her name was.
Her last name was Wolf.
Oh.
Her first name.
Well.
God,
all right.
God only knows. Chinchilla.
Anything else on
Wolf.
Anything else on Mad Max Fury Road's episode 4? Keith, what you got?
I enjoyed Korg in this episode.
Oh my gosh.
I found him
a few days later after talking about Korg, you're now a fan, Keith. That's crazy.
I think that in the other one on Xandar, he was a little out of place. He wasn't needed with two comedic relief characters.
Yeah.
Like Howard the Duck could have shone more if Korg wasn't there. You don't need Korg explaining every joke that Howard says. So Korg in this one felt very right. I think maybe it was because Valkyrie was there. I think maybe it was because we're just in the planet that we met Korg on. And when he picked up his car like Fred frickin' Flintstone and started running away with his feet sticking out the bottom, I immediately laughed. I was like, this is the Korg I want. So yeah,
it was good. And he was back at Sakaar where we saw him originally. Wasn't he at Sakaar when we first met him? So I think it felt more exactly what you said about he felt out of place with Xandar. He felt at home here, and I think that's a huge reason why it was the setting of Sakaar. So I like it.
Oh, do you guys want to hear a joke?
Amy,
we're down to jokes now. You just got jokes written down for the.
I have a joke based on a line that has to do. Do you guys want to hear a joke?
Sure.
Yes.
Which president is the most terrifying?
Kennedy.
Brandon.
Oh, it's gonna be some weird thing. What president?
My answer was too fast.
Yeah, way too fast, Keith, for comfort. What? I don't know, Emmy.
What president is the most terrifying?
I don't know, Emmy. What president?
Rushmore, because he had 4 heads.
God, I hate you. Sometimes I absolutely hate you. Because that's why we're recording. Instead of me getting sleep, I'm hearing this joke right now. That's what's happening.
Somebody called Korg Rushmore. And
Tony did.
Therefore, yes. I'm sure.
True.
Yeah.
That's very true.
Yeah. I think you mean Mr. Metal Mojo, which
Mr. Metal Mojo also called Gamora Lady Grinch.
Yes. Yes.
He had a lot of nicknames.
Yes.
Really good nicknames. Really well done nicknames. I did like that they had a nod to the Demon in a Bottle, which I
I did see that. Yep.
Comic run. But it was Tony who said it about Valkyrie, which I know in the movies she also battled the alcoholism.
Hell yeah.
And I battled and or accepted.
Yeah,
whichever
really.
one.
She seems sober when she's running the new Asgard. Like she seems to have sobered up. Can't go to brand deals with Nike shit faced. That's probably what it was.
Can't do it.
I love campground rules too. Always leave a place better than you found it.
I didn't realize
Tony
that was
saying
campground.
Campground?
Yeah.
I didn't realize that was campground rules. I just thought that was like how a teacher says, "Don't fuck shit up, bitches."
Yeah, this ain't your room. This ain't your place.
That's
Don't
very
fuck my
true.
stuff up.
Yes.
I also loved Moppet of Thanos. Grandmaster calls her Moppet of Thanos, and she says, "Daughter of Thanos." He goes, "Daughter, really? Yeah, sure. I'll stick with that story too." I thought that was really funny.
There were so many Jeff Goldblum isms that were just so stinking good. Anyway, yeah.
The statue winking back when he drives past his own statue was fucking hilarious as well.
We need a Grandmaster movie. We need just a Grandmaster movie. Like, seriously, sign me the fuck up.
Yeah. He says something about it being his birthday. And like we have Ragnarok. Yeah, it's my birthday.
I'm 21. I know. My party years are behind me.
I love. He's like, yeah, I know. I know. It's shocking that I'm not 18 or something like that. It's like he just does not care.
When he's arguing with Tony about whether they're chariots or Formula One, and then he's like, "Those are NASCAR cars," and he's just like, "Chariots. I understand. Race cars are they're similar but very different. Don't be embarrassed for being wrong." It's really, really fun.
It's good.
It's so Jeff Goldblum. It's great. Okay. Poor elephant things was one of my notes. Those elephant things. That was upsetting that they got.
Went.
Man, Valkyrie just right at the end. She's like, "I don't give a fuck." Boom. Just like
they should use that meat.
Right.
Yep. Oh yeah. Elephant
to feed
meat.
the people.
Man, chinchilla meat, elephant meat, so many meats. Yeah.
They would be less peckish. That's true.
That's true.
Tony does call them Snuffy at some point, and also refers to somebody as Xena. So great fucking nicknames.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. The melty stick. I love the melty stick.
Mm-hmm.
It's great. It's fantastic. Keith, I feel like you're probably going to go where I want to go with
Probably.
this.
What do you got, Keith?
Go for it.
No, you what were you going to say? I'll tell you if I agree.
Oh, my phone says it's bedtime.
Okay, then I'll go.
Yes.
No, just kidding. Did the melty stick? If only they'd had that before Thanos snapped and killed half the universe and gave the other half mountains of trauma for 5 years. Wouldn't that have been nice?
Am I right?
Mountains of trauma.
Yeah, we saw mountains of ego in episode 2, and now mountains of trauma we're alluding to with this. All we needed to do was melt Thanos. That's what we could have done.
Melt him. Piece of cake. It melts anything, apparently.
That's another
even a very excited to be melted Jeff Goldblum.
Right.
Oh, he was having a great time.
I like it.
I'm melting. He even said that kind of iconic line. Oh, I punched my mic.
You did.
Oh, fuck. I should go to bed.
Yeah.
But no. Okay. Here is my question: could the melty stick actually take down Thanos?
Yes.
No. Okay.
100%.
I changed my mind.
Arguments.
Yeah.
Let's go for it.
Thanos without the Infinity Stones, 100%. And I don't think he had the Infinity Stones at that point. Maybe the Tesseract or the, maybe the. I don't think at that point, since he hadn't assembled and knew how to wield it. Yeah, boom, one melty stick, he's done. So I think, but we already saw him in Infinity War when he already assembled the two, and he was using the two stones of the Power and the Space Stone. I thought, yeah, at that point, he was already the most powerful being in the entire universe. And so, no, I don't think you could have stopped him then. But in this sequence where we saw it, yes, I think you could have.
Okay.
To me, I think
I've heard this. I was just saying, like, I get where Brandon's coming from.
Now it's your argument.
I feel like I am the judge.
Yes.
Okay. So here, let me put my case down. I don't think that Thanos without the stones would let himself be this exposed to the melty stick. Yes, he trusts Gamora to a degree and maybe too much, but he had that emissary, that he had that intermediate character between. Maybe I might be using all the wrong words. But they had that guy who would bring people to him, and that was it. The closest they'd get to him was under that guy's supervision. He's sitting in his floaty throne. Would he let somebody get close enough to just... How did they even get the melty stick that close to him? He hit it behind his back. Tony just had it behind it. Anyways, I just don't think the Thanos we know would be stupid enough to let someone get that close to him with a weapon of mass meltation.
What if Tony was standing there and he just like, whoop. Oh damn, now I'm melting.
Takes it out of like his Mary Poppins purse and he's like, you know, like yeah, exactly.
It's somewhere in here. I promise.
Yeah.
Face plants into the bag.
I said I was the judge, and I don't know that I'm actually going to rule on this case. I need you to hear my side as well.
Oh dear.
Good, because I'm not ready to go to jail.
Good. I'm not going to take anybody there because.
All right, Amy, gotta go to bed soon. What do you need?
Okay.
What do you need?
If this sequence happened exactly the way that it happened in the show,
right,
and Gamora touches the melty stick to the part of Thanos that she touched it to, right? She went for the chest instead of the head.
Mm-hmm. Oh!
The only thing that melts is all of the stuff that Thanos is wearing. And
naked
so Thanos is just naked now.
Man, I think your fanfic of seeing these Marvel characters just naked is getting weirder and weirder, Amy. I think that's right.
Stop it. Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me I'm wrong.
I think you're wrong. I think we've seen
them wrong. You're not wrong to want to see them naked. You are wrong for bringing it up right now.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, I don't want to see him naked. I'm just saying that Thanos, like, she's gonna go with the melty stick. All of his clothes are gonna melt off, and he's gonna look up without pants on and be like, "You should have gone for the head."
Amy, any other notes that refer to anything else before we call it an episode of nakedness?
I think I'm done. I think that concludes my argument.
All right. Well, we hope you enjoyed. Visualize Thanos naked. I hope you sleep tonight thinking of that.
Oh, finally we get to see that lined ball sack that matches his chin.
It's chin, yeah.
Oh,
I bet
God.
the rest of it is. I didn't
also
say that
lined. He's got a corduroy penis.
We are done. We are calling it. We thank you so much for joining us for What If Season 2, Episode 4. We're done talking Thanos dick talk. We will be back reviewing What If Season 2, Episode 5 in just a few days. We hope you enjoy that. But until then, we're calling it a show. Amy, Keith, without referencing Thanos cock and balls, do you have any final words before we call it a show?
I had finally rested enough where my voice wasn't like kind of going in and out, but I've gotten to talk with y'all so much that now it sounds like I'm dying again, and I love that, and I appreciate it, and I'm so excited.
Heart hands Amy all day. I may be a grumpy guest because I'm really, really sleepy, but we actually pulled 4 episodes in one night, but
we didn't. No,
shit, sorry. It feels like we've pulled 4 episodes in one night.
Yeah.
And a pre-show to boot, but I've had a fantastic evening with you all and love you both, and fun night, and it's happy to be back with you guys. So
it's getting quicker.
Now.
Oh no, it's not. Why can't I do that?
Get out of here, you crazy kids.
Go.